What?
Behind you! Look!
Oh my god!
Released in October of 1989, 1 year after Halloween 4, Halloween 5 attempted to continue the story of Jamie Lloyd, as it opens up following the events of its predecessor. But is it able to capture the same essence and love the fourth entry created? For me, the answer is a resounding no, but stick with me as in this video I will explain how this movie, while having some good moments, went ahead with changing the new trilogy they were attempting to create for the worse. Let's get into it. Welcome back, I'm Sippin Ice, and before we dive into Halloween 5, obviously spoiler warning ahead for the film. But if you're new here and find yourself enjoying the video, or even if this isn't your first time joining me, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe, as I will be reviewing and discussing every movie in the Halloween franchise, from the good to the bad and even Resurrection. But with all that out of the way, let's talk about Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, and how it took a massive step backwards. So following Michael's barrage of bullets and little stumble, he uses the hole to crawl out to a river and then uses it to escape the actual TNT the town uses to try and blow bro sky high. The Halloween theme kicks off as we watch Michael just kinda float down the river. It's so silly and goofy, and I've never been able to take that part seriously. He uses a fishing net to pull himself up and out. He approaches the fisherman and grabs him, No, he falls out, taking a much needed nap. Speaking of a much needed nap, we jump over to a children's clinic in Haddonfield where Jamie is unable to sleep as the memories of what she did haunts her. She clenches her fist, and so does Michael, as they are connected. Off behind the fisherman, Wait, who is that? Michael puts on their mask and takes out the fisherman. Meanwhile, somehow almost taking out Jamie in the process, as the doctors have to rush to try and help her. But luckily for her, Samuel Loomis is here to stop them, as he knows what's going on. But why is bro literally everywhere? Why is dude just here in a children's clinic? Anyways, let's leave Loomis for a bit as we see Rachel, Tina, Jamie, and oh my god, Dr. Loomis. Bro is everywhere all at once. Before leaving, Rachel mentions her mom, who actually survived the attack at the end of the fourth movie. Later, Rachel walks her dog Max home, who's a very good boy, as they try to warn her of the shape stalking her. But she could care less, as she has some showering with music blaring to do. Let's take a step back for a second and talk about Jamie. In this installment, she has become mute due to becoming severely traumatized, and she has been having nightmares and seizures. The latter of which is showcased as her being intertwined and connected with her uncle, the boogeyman, almost a telepathic link. Going back to the movie now, Jamie begins having one of those moments while Rachel showers, but since Loomis notices this, he calls and interrupts her shower and has her run downstairs to check on Max. But when she gets there, she sees he's been let out, the door being propped open. So she runs next door to have the police called. The cops check it out, and luckily they are the scariest, the meanest, is that clown music?
All clear. Nothing above, nothing below.
Brother, what?
This is a load of barnacles.
Rachel, now assuming she's safe, goes home to get dressed, not noticing the brand new Michael Myers life-size t-shirt she bought. Jamie begins having a seizure as Michael stabs Rachel with a pair of scissors, surprisingly ending a final girl 20 minutes in. As dirty as Rachel was handled, I can't help but love this scene. The stalking, the hiding in plain sight, waiting to strike. Us as the audience knowing he's there, only for him to sneak around, not alerting anyone, until he attacks. It reminds me of the deliberate and predator-like actions Michael took in the original. But the thing is, without our final girl, who will it be now? We have to have one. Tina arrives to Rachel's and finds her friend Sammy, but no Rachel. And yet they just assume she went out of town with her parents, so they just leave and meet up with Danny from Grease. But the movie calls him Mike.
I thought Rachel was sticking around. Oh, I did too. But I guess she decided to go up to the country with her parents.
Loomis talks to Jamie and asks her where Michael is, politely. Oh shit, he basically hounds her, believing she is protecting him. But not getting answers from the 9-year-old girl, he heads off to Michael's home? Whose house is it supposed to be? Cause it ain't Mikey's. But he isn't alone after all. As I didn't mention this earlier, a man dressed in all black, donning a random, non-cursing tattoo, follows Loomis. The whole Man in Black shit was so random and goofy and really takes me out of this movie. We jump over to Mike as he picks up some alcohol for a party. But this guy has got to be one of the most annoying characters in the franchise, as he threatens a dude for just touching his car. Yet he follows it up by driving that said car recklessly. Like, bro, chill, it's not like it got scratched. Well, alright then. Wait till Mike gets a hold of Mike for that. And Mike v Mike is over before it starts. And yeah, spoiler alert, I'm not Mike's biggest fan, so I'm glad his car got slashed. And if you're enjoying this video so far, why don't you slash that subscribe button so you can stay up to date, as I have the rest of the franchise to check out. While Jamie participates in the town's costume pageant and Loomis watches as he just loves community events, Tina gets picked up for their party. In a very unique scene that will either have you love it or hate it, Tina tells Michael to open the door.
Michael, open the door.
But it's not her Michael, but ours. He's wearing the mask Tina bought him and everything. Bro's killing the cosplay. Bro even drives them around town while also embodying the douche role by getting upset with Tina for asking him to pull over. That's why your reverse lights don't work, bud. Wait, let me stop. He started having me convinced he might actually be the boyfriend Mike. Luckily for Tina, Jamie's telepathic power saves her by having the cops come pick her up. Upon seeing Tina, Jamie is able to talk.
Tina!
It's a really great emotional scene, but everyone just forgetting about Rachel is crazy. Like Loomis, Jamie, and the cops knew she was still in town. But nah, let's not bring her up. Tina heads off to her party, leaving Jamie running off to find her. But Michael finds her and her friends first. In a barn chasing kittens, Sammy and Spitz run into Michael. Well, kinda. Michael runs into them as they started getting all romantical. He takes them both out using common farm tools. After leaving the barn, Michael gets spotted by the clown patrol and they whistle him over. As he approaches the cops, they bash his lack of authority and blame the parents. Okay, I'm starting to like these guys. They got a good chuckle out of me, I won't lie. But can you guess who's not laughing? No, besides Michael. Tina. The answer is Tina, because she just found her friends beginning the Final Girl circuit. This time, however, Mikey Mike has had enough of that slow walk pursuit type stuff, so he just tries to run everyone down with the car. Tina, Jamie, and Lil Bro Billy. Michael don't care. Anyone and everyone on the table.
We do not care.
Bro was playing GTA 6 earlier or something. Luckily, Jamie hits Bro with the bob and weave method, causing Michael to crash into a tree. He is not done yet though. Tina, in a powerful and emotionally driven moment, sacrifices herself to save Jamie. A role that would have been better suited for Rachel, but yeah, whatever. Loomis arrives with Meeker to save Billy and Jamie. As they leave, Loomis literally just walks up to Michael and is like, "Hey bro, we're having the after party at your place. The whole crew showing up, Jamie included, so swing on by, but it's BYOB." Eddie, a policeman, radios to Team Loomis about an approaching cop car and just starts moaning in the radio. Michael has arrived to the party. Loomis, having lost all patience, forces another cop and Jamie to stay put in order to try and take out Michael, using them as bait. Michael spawns in on the stairs behind Loomis. He talks to Bro like they've been homies for 20 years, which I guess they kind of were. He claims Jamie could end his rage, and Michael seemingly begins to listen. Is it actually working? No, not at all. He slashes Bro and tosses him downstairs. Meanwhile, the cop busts out a window so Jamie can escape. But alas, they weren't fast enough. He takes out the cop. In an infamous scene, we see Jamie using a trash chute, I guess? I don't know the scientific name for that bad boy. But anyways, she climbs inside and tries to hide, but falls to the bottom once Michael arrives. Annoyed he now has to go to the basement, he stabs at her while she climbs back out through the top. She makes a break for it to the attic, because I guess the front door doesn't exist. In the attic, she comes across where Michael has been chilling. There she finds the bodies of Mike, Rachel, and what, a stuffed dog toy?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, that's supposed to be Max? Hearing Michael approaching, she lays in a coffin. She just stops Bro in his tracks by calling him uncle. He takes his mask off so she can see him. Seeing they are the same, she reaches for him, but bro did not like that. He starts trying to attack her again, but she is saved when she runs into a recently awoken Loomis. Wait, he uses her as bait and offers her up to Michael? But it's all a part of the plan. He drops a chain net on him and starts spraying bro with a trank gun, but when that don't work, he just starts beating him with a plank of wood. He did it. Loomis and he's dead. Bro collapsed on top of Michael. Following this, in the goofiest scene ever, we see Michael arrested and locked up. But don't worry, an explosion goes off as the random ass man in black starts going red dead on the whole police station in order to free Michael Myers. The film ends in a very similar manner as the fourth entry. Instead of Loomis, Jamie is screaming no as the camera switches to an open jail cell with no Michael Myers in sight. Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers is a great film when it wants to be, but it also suffers from not being able to take itself seriously and a lack of direction. Although I did grow to like the clown cops a little, but the actual clown music was just unneeded and took away from the tone of the film. I get you wanted a comedic aspect, but that's not the route you should take. Before I mention the big ticket item that hurts this movie, let's discuss one more aspect: Michael's mask. I think most of us can agree on how awful the mask is in this one. The naked dude's mask isn't even tucked into the suit. Like, come on, Michael, fix your mask, man, please, it's getting brutal. But anyways, the major reason: the change in direction. The 4 through 6 films are a trilogy, yet right after the ending of the 4th one, they changed the tone. They changed the direction. Hell, they even changed Final Girls. Instead of having that impactful ending from the 4th movie, they decided to retcon it to just an attack and nothing more. Jamie no longer having that evil inside her. Could have been a very interesting and unique route, but they backtracked and changed directions. But that being said, I would still rate this movie a 6 out of 10 as it has some good kills and fun moments with an overall better killer, even though I hate his mask. I'll forever believe Jamie and especially Rachel were done dirty in this movie, but hey, that's life. But what are your thoughts on Halloween 5? Let me know your thoughts and more down in the comments below. I appreciate your time, stay chill, and I will see you next time.